Hello everybody. You've seen my previous video about the potting secret, and you've seen that sometimes when you're aiming towards the pocket and when you're hitting that perfect potting point, the object ball is not going into the pocket, it goes thick. What I think is that if you don't know about it, you're going to be struggling on the table. You're going to be missing some shots, and you would be wondering why you're missing them shots. So it's really super important to know how the balls react, unless you've started to play very, very young. I mean 7 or 8 years of age, and you've learned naturally to compensate for it. There are few methods how you can compensate, and you'll see this in some of my next videos. Now in this video I will show you why that happens, why sometimes when you're aiming towards the pocket and when you're hitting that perfect potting point, then you're missing thick. So, obviously, the ghost ball method does not work on all shots. It works on some specific shots. It works only if you're playing topspin, medium pace shot. All other shots, then you're going to receive some deflection into the shot. And this is why I'm a little bit angry, because I was taught the ghost ball method. And for some years I was trying to play by the ghost ball method until I realized that something's wrong on that table. I realized that I'm hitting the ball on the perfect spot because I'm aiming at the ghost ball. And then the ball is not going into the pocket for all shots. Then I realized that you have to aim slightly differently on different shots. It depends on what shot you're using on the cue ball to put the ball in the pocket. So if you don't know that on some shots you hit the perfect point and the ball is going thick, then you're going to have some problems on the table. So let's take this high black for example. This is almost half ball shot, and that's the high black. The only shot where you hit the perfect potting point towards the middle of the pocket and you pot the ball is when you're using topspin, medium pace or hard pace. This is the only shot. And now if you have a look at this black, the high black, just think about it. You are the most successful when you play this with topspin, medium pace, because there is no deflection when you play topspin, medium pace. And this is the only shot where you pot the ball when you hit the perfect potting point. So this is the medium pace topspin shot. The deflection, the drag effect, the throw effect, or the squeeze effect, there are many different words to describe that effect, mainly comes by the friction between the balls. If you get them two balls in your hands, and if you start to rub them a little bit, you're going to feel how much is the friction between the balls. If the balls are polished and they're coming out of the machine, then this friction is less. If the balls are very dirty, like club balls, which are never being cleaned, then the friction is going to be more. So the deflection, the drag effect is going to be more. There is also another factors like the transfer of energy, which makes that deflection. What you really want when the cue ball is contacting the object ball is the cue ball to be spinning. If there is spin into the cue ball, then this deflection becomes less. For example, for that topspin shot, medium pace, because the cue ball is spinning quite a lot forward, then the cue ball doesn't deflect the black ball a lot. And this is why that's the only shot where you aim at the potting point, you hit the potting point, and then you pot the ball. The first big factor is how the cue ball is spinning at the moment of impact. And the next big factor is the speed of the shot. The slower the shot is, then you get bigger deflection. So if you play topspin but slow pace, then the cue ball is going to catch the black with itself for a fraction more, and then the object ball, in that case the black ball, is going to go thick again. So these are the two biggest factors: how the cue ball is spinning and what is the pace of the shot. If the cue ball is not spinning at the moment of impact, let's say you play a stun shot. On a stun shot, the cue ball just slides on the table, and when the cue ball hits the object ball, there is absolutely no spin into the cue ball. Then the drag effect, that deflection, is at its peak. So slow stun shot is the biggest deflection. In the previous video, where I've set up the line of the balls and all of that, actually the cue ball is with stun when it hits the black ball, and that's why it gives so much deflection. In the previous video, you've seen that actually on every shot there is deflection. Only on straight shot there is no deflection, there is no throw effect. The bigger the angle is, then the bigger is that throw. You have to keep in mind that if it's just off straight, and if you're playing that slow stun, I'll show you what I mean when I say slow stun, then you're getting that deflection again, even if it's slightly off straight. And then with the angle becoming bigger and bigger, then the throw is going to be bigger and bigger. And big problem in the game is that many big angle shots, like half balls, you have to play slowish to keep the white in position. And these are the most dangerous shots. These are the shots which are missed the most. Kind of half ball shots with slow pace. Now I'm going to play the slow stun shot. No side spin on the cue ball, zero side spin. I'll play the cue ball perfectly in the middle. This is going to be a slow stun, and this is the biggest drag, throw, squeeze, name it however you want. This is the biggest deflection from all shots. And I'm going to miss it thick, of course, because I'm aiming the perfect potting point. This is the slow stun shot. If you don't compensate for it somehow, then you're going to be missing it thick. So that deflection happens on every angle. If you play the slow stun, and if you're having the almost straight black, again it's going to deflect. So first of all, before I release my full potting guide, it's going to be, I'll start with the black. There is going to be a full potting guide about the black ball. All angles, all shots, how I play them, how's your biggest chance of potting the ball, why, full explanation and all of that. But before that, I want you to know that slow stun is the most dangerous shot. If you want to learn the angles, the best is to play topspin medium pace. Unfortunately, in terms of positional play, you cannot play always the topspin medium pace shot. Now let's take this high half ball black for example again. I want you to think and to remember how you've missed that shot. Let's say from 100 missed high blacks, how many of them were thick and how many of them were thin? I bet from them slow topspin shots and slow stun shots, 95% of the misses are thick because of that drag. And just by remembering how you are missing that balls, there is no need of more proof that there is deflection, there is squeeze, or name it however you want. Because I've seen in the comments that some people, they just don't believe, and I've seen many videos, even from top players, and they're saying that the cue ball is not impacting the object ball, that the cue ball does not drag the object, does not throw the object ball. And that's just not true. The cue ball throws the object ball, and the biggest throw is, as I said, slow pace and slow stun. Now I'll play this shot with the slow pace, just the plain ball shot, just the slow pace, and I'm going to miss it thick, because I'm hitting the perfect potting point towards the pocket. I'm hitting the ghost ball method, the famous ghost ball method, which is just not working, and it's not working by a lot. This is what is going to happen if you hit the perfect potting point towards the pocket and you play the slow pace. In conclusion, the deflection is very big when you play slow and when you play stun. In some of our next videos, because it's not so easy to make them videos, you're going to receive full potting guide on the black ball. You'll see every angle, every shot, and what is your biggest chance to pot the ball, to send it into the pocket. Good luck with your game.